What's up, everybody on YouTube? It's your boy, the Memphis Accelerate, welcoming you back to the 100 Days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where every day for 100 days, we're dueling with a different deck every single day. Today, everybody, is day 25, or 1/4 of the way through the series, and I'm starting to feel the burn a little bit, but who cares? We're taking a look today at a very nice deck. We're taking a look at Watt Bamboo. What bamboo? Maybe it's this piece of bamboo I just happen to have lying around. Who knows? But yes, we are playing ourselves a Watt deck that's all about what Watts like to do, which is summoning themselves and doing direct damage. We're just summoning out our boys. We got the terrible twosome and giraffe and cobra. You do some direct damage to your opponent. You get out this tuna. The tuna lets you synchro in your battle phase, and with a little bit of setup, especially around like Hippo Shaningan, you can OTK your opponent potentially. And if you don't, we have the side option of the bamboos. We have like the original bamboo sword. We have the burden sword to lock our opponent out of their main phases. The cursed sword, which is just, you know, search options, things like that. Of course, the golden sword for draws. It's very straightforward, simple deck, very casual minded, but it has a lot of kick to it. You know, provided that you get everything going on the board, it'll kick your opponent really hard in the teeth. So we're going to go into EDO Pro today and show off this deck, show you the wombos and the combos and the what do's and what the not do's. Have such a good old time. Thanks to Mr. Levi's Stories, who suggested that we try out some Watt Bamboos today. So without further ado, let's get on in there and go for the gold. Alright, our first opponent, another day, another card game. We like to go second with this deck. It's very much a going second sort of thing, although we do, of course, have the things that allow us to go first if we get the right hand. We're going second, though, and a nice hand for going second. We have many different things that we like to have. We have our kingdom, we have our pheasant, we have many things. And we're up against some Kashtiras. Not a deck that's really good for us going into casual, but we'll make do, because I do have Lightning Storm. And he did put this in attack mode. So, monster special summon controller banishes a card from their hand. Time Tearing Morganite. Kaijus. Okie dokie then. Interesting indeed, I suppose. Monster special summon banishes a card from their hand. Alright. Let me think about that. If I just nuke his back row, I think I'm good. So, let's just nuke his back row. Normally, I would nuke the Fenrir, but I can play around the Fenrir. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with our Photon Sanctuary. Nice little spell. Gives us a couple Thunder tokens. Important for if we had our Train. Sadly, we don't have Watt Train, but is what it is. We can do other things. Let's get our Watt Giraffe going, though. Good old Watt Giraffe. Let's see. I could make Hippo Shaningan. He's a fairy. That, well, it doesn't matter too much. Sure. Let's make this guy. Make our monsters just a little bit bigger. So we're going to summon our giraffe. Very important about all the 4-star Watts. They can all attack directly. And Watt Giraffe is actually a very important monster for this, interaction here. Because if he attacks directly, my opponent can't do anything for the rest of the turn after I've done stuff. You know? So basically, I attack the giraffe, and then all my other effects just go through. It's pretty neat. Let's go ahead for that battle phase and attack with a giraffe. This is exactly what we'd like to do with this deck. We just attack directly. Giraffe goes off. My opponent can't do bupkis about it. And we'll attack with the cobra. He's our main searcher. You attack with the cobra, you get to search a monster. And I should be able to do most of his life and damage. I don't know if I'll be able to OTK, but it's going to be close. But because I've done damage, my new tuna, he's coming out. He's a tuna and a tuner. He's double the tuna. So much tuna. But we'll go for Watt Tuna. My opponent wishes he could do something to interrupt this, but he cannot. So we'll attack directly with the tuna. And as you would expect from a tuna, he's going to allow us to synchro summon in the battle phase. We're going to use him in Pheasant and make the new guy. This is Watt Yuki. Or Kyuki. Or is it Wadi Yuki? I don't know. Either way, we're going to summon out this boy and just do as we do. This is what this deck is about. And hey, we're actually going to OTK. Normally, we don't always get to do that, but Hope Shaningan does allow us to do this. He does, because he gives us just that little extra boost. And Yuki is going to use his effect. He also allows us to synchro summon. But just by tributing a tuner and a non-tuner, doesn't matter the levels, you're all good. Let's summon Chimera. Oh, I could have gone for Hydra, too. I should have let Hydra get the win, but it doesn't matter. So, that'll be game right there. I mean, my opponent can't do anything about it. He can't activate cards or effects till the end of the turn. And now he's just being salty about it. Being very salty about it. He's like, I had the combo! And I'm like, no you didn't! Alright, so there you go. That's a perfect description of how Watts work. So you understand, you open up with your kingdom, you get yourself your sanctuary, and you get a Watt monster. Pretty easy to OTK your opponent. So, very good on us. We got to show off exactly what Watts can do, but we still need to see our bamboo sword. So let's go for duel number 2. Show off more of what this deck can do. I'd like to get the bamboo sword engine going. Even if we just get some draws off it, that's really the most important thing. We'll see how it goes. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. Let's see. What are we going to have here? We are going second. That's good. We got bamboo sword. That's good. Got kingdom. Pretty nice. Wet pheasant's fine too. I mean, I'd rather have other Watts, but that'll work just fine. That'll work just fine. Like you see, I like to start with the giraffe, just because he allows me to, keep ramming into my opponent without having to worry about stuff. And we're up against Pacifis. Ooh, Cobra. I like a Cobra. I do. Shaman Limit. I can't agree with that on a political level, sir. I'm gonna have to Harpy's Feather Dust you. I'm just gonna have to do that. Sorry, brother. Sorry about your nothing. Alright. Ah, he surrendered! I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is... I mean, I understand, but at the same time, you could have at least let me summon a monster, brother. I let you do your play without interrupting you. I'm just saying. But yeah, here's what was going to happen. I was going to go for Cobra, use my kingdom, get my giraffe, equip the sword, draw a couple cards. It would have been nice and simple, but it's right there. Unfortunately, my opponent just didn't have the gumption to survive a field nuke. Really should have put Waking the Dragons in there. I don't know why you have no extra deck. Just put Waking the Dragons in your Pacifis. At least you have something for when you get field nuked. Just saying. Alright, so I guess I'll have to count that as a win. I don't really want to, but I will because I did do something. My opponent did do something. Just my opponent didn't let me do the thing I wanted to do. So let's go for duel number 3 and hopefully find a better opponent. Alrighty, everybody. Time for the third duel, the fight in third, as we call it. And so far, so good. We've seen the Watts. We've seen the bamboo swords like ready and waiting in the wing, and goods is good for that. I'm going first, though, and first is not where you typically want to go with this deck. It's really not the plan. But we'll see how it goes. Let's see. I could dump Watt Train for next turn. That is tempting. This is very tempting, considering how our deck works, so... yeah. I'm just gonna have to hope for the best. Really, there's not much else I can do. Like I said, this deck is not... I made it to go second more often than not. Can it go first? Yes. But you need very specific hands to do it. What does this do? Place this card, a Centur-ion. Oh, it's this archetype. I vaguely remember these. They're like, they synchro with the cards in the spell trap zone or some convoluted nonsense like that. Blah, blah, blah. Add a Centur-ion. Cannot summon except for other Centur-ion. Or you can't summon yourself. Something like that. I don't know. I don't know what this archetype does, other than the synchro aspect. Setting a Centur-ion spell trap. Get that one. Cool. So unfortunately, I don't think my Call by the Grave is going to do me any good. My only really hope is that I don't get OTK'd. And he doesn't like have a super Omni negate, but that looks like something with a super Omni negation. What does this do? This card summon, draw a card, destroy that monster. You're in the interface, place a non-secret Centur-ion from the hand. Okay, no. I might be able to use this depending on what he does. We shall soon learn. Depends on whether he gets from the graveyard or not. I'm hoping he does. Alright. Are any of these tuners? That is a tuner. I guess we'll hedge our bet. We have really nothing else we can try and do. So we might as well try to interrupt this guy. maybe that was a good move. We'll find out later. All right. All aboard the choo-choo train. There we go. All right, Centur-ion Emeth summons itself. Well, I summon 3 of these things. 3 of them things? 3 of them things. Summon 3. And my opponent... What? My opponent rage quits at the power of triple Watts. Okay, I mean, granted, I did have a 4th, so I was going to get double surge. You can't do nothing, and then I was going to sing. I don't think I had game, though. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's half of his life points. Synchro. I don't think I had game. No, I don't think I was close, but not quite. So, my opponent rage quits for no good reason, really. So, there you go. Actually, I could have synchroed, or I could have linked. I don't know. Regardless, my opponent rage quits. It's unfortunate, but you know, we're going to count this duel and the last one as 1 win. I feel a little bit better about that. Let's go for a 4th duel, though. Might even have to do a 5th duel at the rate these are going very quickly. So, let's go for our 4th duel, which is more the 3rd. And we're still looking for that perfect combination of Watts and Bamboo. So, let's keep going. Alrighty, folks, the 4th opponent. So let's keep it going. So far, Watts are being very interesting. You know, we're doing the damage. The sight of Watts is apparently enough to terrify people. Okay. Not bad. It could be better, but it could be worse. That sort of thing. I have Lightning Storm to stop Dinosaurs from doing their thing. I've got Triple Tactical Thrust if he tries to do monster effects in my turn. Because that'll let me just get whatever spell I want. That'll be good. We'll see where this goes. Dinosaurs are not to be messed with, though. They got combos out the wazoo, and they keep getting more support. Because why the heck not give more support to Dinosaurs? Alright, Soul Eating Oviraptor. Then you're going to add or send to grave a monster. That monster could be many different things, who knows? What do we got? Oh yeah, the new Dinosaurs. Or they're not quite new at this point, but they're relatively newish. Alright. Well, I guess we have to sit through Dino combos. Well, I will. I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead so that y'all don't have to sit through all of this. Well, folks, we're back at it. My opponent kind of went off there. I don't think I can do much of anything. He has a spell negate and a anything negate, and all the monster effect negation in the world. So, we'll see. Oh wow, he actually negated that. Crazy. Okay. I mean, you do you, sir, I guess. I mean, I'll triple tactical thrust, I guess. Try to bait out the Logia. Oh, this has double anything negate. Gotcha. So there's, like, literally nothing I could have done. Let's see. Actually, no, it doesn't matter what I do. It's like, I really want to do something, but there's, like, nothing I can do. It's one of those situations. You had double Omni negation, which is not once per turn, by the way, like, at all. And then he had this. So, like, here's what the cool thing I would have done. At least we'll show off the bamboo sword. Maybe. If my opponent allowed. But basically, what we're going to try and do is equip, and go from there. We're going to equip Honest with the cursed bamboo sword. My opponent will not allow me to do anything. Okay, he let me do like 2 cards. That's it. That's about it. But at least I can search out. Wait a minute. No, that's. Wait a minute. I can still. That doesn't help. But at the very least, I could do the bamboo swords to some degree. At least I get a tiny victory in the face of this. In the face of this, I'm allowed to do something. And I did this out of order. Because I'm so slightly triggered that, you know, I just want to play the game, and my opponent's like, yeah, here's a billion negates. Also, hold on, where did it go? Who in the right mind? Where did it go? Yeah, who invented this thing? This thing right here? Once per turn, get poly. When it's banished, add poly back. It's kind of ridiculous, in my opinion, but okay. Okay, well, unfortunately, our unstoppable train has been derailed by just copious amounts of negate and interrupt. Dinosaurs are too ridiculous, and yeah, they're gonna get this thing banned at some point in the future. But yeah, that's gonna be game right there. Unfortunate, but we're gonna keep going. You know what? We've had a good start, and we derailed a little bit, but that's not gonna stop us. We still need to see more bamboo sword action. So let's go through duel numero 5. Alrighty, everybody, duel number 5, which is really duel number 4. Okay, it gets a little weird when we combine duels and stuff. But basically, let's just keep going. This is not great. This is at least passing something, maybe? I mean, I got an extra draw, so that's good. My opponent has a set monster. That's good, too. Let's see. Double... honestly, that's not that good, but we'll find out. Actually... Sent to the graveyard. Maybe I can make this work. Let's summon the tuna. The tuna will do us a good. We'll equip a bamboo sword onto this. We'll keep the other one because I'm going to need it. And we're going to go for... almost forgot. Activate the Watt train. Gotta activate the Watt train. Actually, I could get Kingdom instead. Yeah, that's way better than what I was thinking. That way I can, like, go for Cobra. Yeah, that's even better. Alright, let's go for Watt Kingdom. Do its thing, and we're going to get ourselves a Cobra. Because Cobra really is the heart and soul of the level 4 Watts. I know the Tuna is pretty nice and all that, but really the Cobra is our searcher. He is the best of boys. Giraffe is also really good, too. They really are like the terrible twosome. You get them together, they're even better. Alright, but we'll go for Watt Cobra. We'll go ahead and get Giraffe, because we talked about how good of a boy he is. And we'll attack directly with the Watt Tuna. This tuna is gonna go places, kid. Alright, so Watt Tuna is gonna do its thing. Let's synchro summon using... This really... I kind of want to keep Giraffe for later. So we're gonna go ahead and go for Watt Kuki. And because of our bamboo sword going to the grave, we're gonna get a burning bamboo sword for main phase 2. That's the plan anyway. That way we can at least say we did Watts and bamboo swords. Because basically I activate this, play a bamboo sword, and then what's going to happen is I'm going to be able to do even more. I'm going to be able to go for Watt Chimera and wipe out my opponent's hand for one whole card. It's better than nothing. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Yeah, good old Watt Chimera. If I attack him directly, he has to shuffle a card, or it goes back on top of their deck. So basically, they just get no better draw. So now we're going to activate our Burning Bamboo Sword. And we're going to equip our Cursed Bamboo Sword. So now that we've done this, my opponent must skip their next main phase number 1. It's a weird thing with Bamboo Sword. You know, everyone knows the draw engine. Few people remember that they have a bit of a lockdown thing going for them. It's not big, but it does exist. So... we'll see. He has no main phase 1. He has to go to the battle phase immediately if he wants to do anything this turn. Alright, he will enter the battle phase. He will go into main phase 2. We'll see where this goes. We shall see soon enough where this goes. Galaxy Cleric. Galaxy Summon. I should not have put this guy in this zone. That was a mistake on my part, but what's the worst that could happen? Just galaxies in main phase 2. I got double honest. I'm not really that scared. Not really. I mean, here's the thing. My turn, I can summon Giraffe, get out of Cobra, then start attacking directly again. That's all I really need to do. That's kind of the main strength of Watts, is that they don't really care about the opponent's defenses in any way, shape, or form. Unless it's a lot of interrupts and negates and things. That's the one thing they do care about. But like monsters, they just kind of get around. I imagine they do it by turning into electricity and, like, zipping around. That sort of thing. Alright. What does it do? Detach material, add a Photon or a Galaxy card from the deck to the hand, or send it to the grave. Sending Jumper. which just comes back. Or it adds another spell trap. Okay. I guess that's good for deck thing, but you could have just straight up sent the card. Okay. So my opponent's still going to try and do something with his turn. What's the one thing we worry about in this scenario? Not much. Not really, unless he's playing some, I don't know, some rank 8 that negates things. And he's got like Photon Lord, but that doesn't stop my Watts. So really, I think we're still good. I mean, he'll get the Emperor, and then he can get another one of these, right? Something like that. Yeah, you can get another one. Okay, all right. But again, you're seeing exactly what we're trying to do with this deck. You know, we got the Watts, they're doing the damage, and then the Bamboo Swords come in. They let me lock my opponent. They let me draw more cards. I have the original sword, but could just nuke my opponent's board if need be. And with Giraffe in combo, you know, your opponent can't do anything about it. So it's a nice thing, and maybe he can do something. I kind of doubt it though. There's 12. Yeah, attack with Giraffe, Cobra, get Tuna. So unless he has some negate I'm not aware of, we should be good. What are you doing? Cypher Dragon. Steal my Chimera? You monster. How could you? Alright. You know what? Go ahead. What are you doing? Leaking this off? That'll only help me. That'll just let me get another Bamboo Sword. Oh boy, what does this do? That is big. That's 2 materials. Well, he doesn't have 2 materials, does he? I need the equip spell. That's the only problem with Golden Bamboo Sword. You need the equips, not just the continuous spells. Detach 2 materials from the scar. Pumpkin Tyrant Light Monster. During the turn. Move a rank 9 or lower. Exceed. Make full armored dragon. Oh boy, that's a problem. He's gonna destroy my kingdom. I kinda needed that to live. Alright. Going into a lot of stuff. I'll give my opponent that much credit. He's going for a lot of stuff. But I still have my Giraffe. I'm not out of this by a long shot. Not yet. The Light Monster Summon. Okay, that doesn't do anything. And you can, let's see. This rank 9, that is rank 9 or lower. Okay, that was all he did. Ooh, Cobra. And I still have my choo-choo train. Did you think I forgot about my choo-choo train? No, we did not forget about choo-choo train. I shall summon forth the terrible twosome. These two. I will equip the original Bamboo Sword onto the Cobra. There you go. Ha ha ha. Alright, so that ought to be game unless my opponent has like a hand trap or something. Because, like I said, attack with Giraffe. Your opponent can't do anything until the end of the turn. Just attack directly with the Watt Cobra. Huh? You want to do something? Too bad. I'm sorry, my dude, but tis what tis. I destroy all of your monsters and get the tuna. So that's going to be game right there. Like I said, this is what this deck is about, and we got to show off everything it does, really. Really, there's most of the extra deck is like just fluff in case you get into a grind game. So I think this will be good for today. We've shown off everything this deck can really do, and so I'm going to finish off this dude, and we're going to go into the end phase. Alrighty, everybody, so Watt Bamboo, I'm going to call that 3 out of 4, which is already a lot better than I thought this deck was going to do. Watts are a bit archaic, but with the new support, they actually do a phenomenal amount of damage, and that's pretty nice for an old archetype to be able to do. You know, Watts are pretty simple-minded, you know, just to summon them, attack directly, just start, you know, attacking your opponent over and over and over again. And when you get things nice and set up with the train and the kingdom and all the things come together, and it's just a beautiful sight to behold. You go for your Sanctuary, you get your Hoshiningen, you can OTK your opponent with just a little bit less, more damage you get from that guy. And so, but I'm not happy with this deck. I'm really happy with how the deck worked out. We didn't get to do as much bamboo stuff, but we did enough that you get the idea of it. You get the concept of the bamboo sword, and maybe Maybe I could have put in a few more bamboo cards, but really need a lot of stuff to make the bamboo engine work with the watts. But and at the end of the day, I'm happy with how it turned out. So thanks very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, hit like button, consider subscribing, all that good stuff. We're nearing 800 subscribers. That'd be so great to hit before the halfway point of the 100 days. That'd be amazing. So tomorrow, I believe we have a Monarch deck that's a little... No, wait, no, tomorrow's that deck. I gotta finish that deck, but we're gonna work on that. But for now, your boy Memphis is signing out. I'll see you guys again very soon with more Yu-Gi-Oh! Action. Until next time, y'all stay safe, stay happy, and you have a good day. Take care. Hey everybody, future editing Memphis here. In editing, completely forgot that I had not put it in the deck list for this episode. Real quick, here's the deck list. 3 copies Watt Giraffe, 3 copies of Honest, 3 copies of Watt Pheasant. It's a lot of 3-ups. 3 copies of Watt Cobra, 3 copies of Watt Tuna, 2 Lightning Storm, triple Photon Sanctuary, Harpy's Feather Duster, 2 triple Tactic Thrust, triple Foolish Barrel Goods, triple Watt Train, double Golden Bamboo Sword, 1 Call by Grave, triple Watt Kingdom. We have Burning Bamboo Sword at 1, 2 of the original Bamboo Sword, and 2 Cursed Bamboo Sword. As an extra deck, we have 2 copies of Watt Kyuki, 1 copy Watt Hydra, 2 copies Watt Chimera. We barely used the rest of the extra deck, but what I was running was like Boral and Dragon. We had Underworld Goddess, Afromax. These are all in case like crazy things happen, by the way. These are Excesco Talker, Nightmares, Unicorn, and Phoenix, SP Little Knight. Hit Potion Ingen, really the only one that really matters otherwise, and then there's a couple Mascarenas. The side deck was really just stuff that I was including as for a different build of the Watts, which uses Watt Psychic Fighter, which can summon like low-level Watts, things like Woodpecker, things like Squirrel that can attack multiple times in a turn, and then, you know, they can't be destroyed by battle. You summon those monsters, they attack directly. These ones can't normally attack directly, but, you know, this guy attacking multiple times, this guy attacked multiple times, United We Stand, it's pretty good. But yeah, there's the deck list. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.